He has a buy-in winners round one, so we have to jump over. We're gonna be looking at Steel versus Cunning Koala, theoretically.
I'm very interested to see, because I don't think we've had, to my knowledge, there's not been any major changes in the patch notes over the last week, so I'm curious to see
Not
what
quite yet.
adaptations we're going to see, what kind of, whether we're going to see a lot of the same characters, a lot of reiterations. We did finally get a mirror match, so I've ticked that off on my bucket list. So now we just need a match on Townsville, and we'll be good to go. So if anyone's listening, vote Townsville 2024.
I'm not entirely sure Townsville is even in the pool of locations. But it is important to remind everyone watching that Samurai Jack, unfortunately, will not be played until he is universally available to everybody who wants to get him. Don't have to fight through a battle pass to get Samurai Jack.
Absolutely, we wanna make sure everything is fair here.
Hey
Does
CJ,
look, yep.
are you staying hydrated?
Oh, absolutely. I've got a full liter of water with me, like in a jug, ready to be poured and served whenever I need it. So I'm set. I'm ready for this.
Well, BigJhonson Steel is going to be our first matchup. We're going in winners round 2. It is the Joker going up against the Gremlin, whose name I always forget because I keep wanting to call him Gizmo. And
Right.
I know I'm wrong.
I believe his name is Stripe.
It is Stripe. You are 100% correct.
There we go.
I'm just making myself embarrassed, at this point.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, as we load into Sky Arena, I will let you off this time, Quang. Joker, as the Batman who loves, up against Stripe. We're going to be opening up. The cards did not connect, and looks like Stripe is going to be able to get a nice opening here. Joker trying to get control over the ledge at this point, but Stripe very easily able to avoid it, switching up position. Joker with a very good dodge of their own. Neither are able to connect. Finally, Stripe comes back in, dealing a little bit of damage. Joker sat at 81 now. Stripe sat at a very comfortable 14 heat level.
So Stripe does actually have a decent time killing at just finding those kills, being able to hunt those out, using that bomb to propel himself just into whatever enemy he wants. But when the chainsaw is getting interrupted, he just finds a way to reverse it, get the kill, getting the first stock.
We have seen Stripe absolutely dominate in this tournament before. I believe it was week 3, if memory serves. We may be seeing the exact same thing again. Joker unable to get a lot of damage and finally landing a hit, getting Stripe at 84, but Joker's already at 47 on their second stock. The buzzsaw coming in. The explosion was able to do a nice bit of damage on Stripe, but it looks like Joker wasn't able to quite capitalize on it in this time. Looks like he was trying to play it a little safe.
People might not know, but the last big thing that has actually changed about Stripe is that self-explosion. When he consumes the bomb, that hitbox is actually bigger. Is able to easily connect with it more, and it does kill pretty early as far as combos go. Holding my breath because I thought maybe off the top, but it was Joker who was able to secure a kill, getting his first stock down a 100 heat deficit.
It is very risky at this point in the game. A very good use of the balloon, but Joker once again playing around that edge. He is in a very risky situation, able to use the balloon once again to evade, but Stripe is on his tail. Gets the elimination with the projectile. It looks like Stripe has got that second stock down. Still has the advantage, able to use that self-destruct ability once again. Joker at 11, Stripe at 45, decent amount of insurance, but Joker really needs to pull it out of the bag if he wants to get that second stock up and have a chance of winning this game.
I think Steel just needs to be a little bit more aware of Stripe's movement patterns, just where he's going to launch himself. He is a rushdown character, which Joker currently isn't the greatest at dealing with, mainly doing good with short combos, but able to secure his second kill. Still 100 heat down.
Absolutely. I mean, we've seen people survive at this level of heat before, but it does look like Striper's going to go for the elimination. Both playing very risky. They know that they need to secure this quickly. Joker able to control the edge, but now they are going to need to use the balloon in order to survive. The buzzsaw comes in, able to avoid the initial elimination attempt, but Stripe able to clean it up with the bomb. The first point is going to go to BigJhonson.
Yeah, unfortunately, Joker losing his roll distance recently makes it really hard for Joker specifically to kind of deal with the rushdown characters. He doesn't have particularly big hitboxes on everything except for his down air, but how do you get above a Stripe who's launching himself into your face, you know? And those buzzsaws were a really good tool that BigJhonson used to make sure that Steel couldn't just stand still and kind of play his own game. He kind of had to the Stripe exploding into their face as we're warming up into game 2. That was I'm not gonna say it was one-sided, but it was definitely leaning one way over the other.
I think Stripe was able to get that very aggressive opening, get himself a heat advantage, and then Joker was just playing catch-up the entire match, not able to keep up with the momentum. But, you know, Joker Pro, they are able to get the kills here, they are able to get the eliminations, trying to secure the stocks. We're going to Sky Arena once again with the platforms this time, it seems. The buzzsaw, see, this is the issue with the platforms here, is the buzzsaw may get caught where you don't want it to. In this scenario, it does seem that it's worked out a little bit in Stripe's favor. But I think Joker went to go and hit with the baton there, able to use the pogo to recover.
I think
very even here.
I think we're seeing a lot of Jokers prefer this stage, since they lost the ability to combo out of the airwalk. Joker previously being really strong with the airwalk, but having those platforms, I mean, they can kind of pseudo have the airwalk. It doesn't mean that the Stripe won't get the first kill though. Locking it in, Joker should be able to return the kill as long as he's able to find these early hits and these early combos.
He's able to use the platform to get Stripe all the way down to the other side, securing the elimination with the pogo. There is the prowess from Steel that we want to see. A very good execution of moves there. And now it looks like 30-14. Honestly, an even split at this early stage of the game. Able to avoid the initial drop kick like move there from Stripe. The Stripe able to get a very nice combination in, trying to get that range as well. Just trying to chip away at the damage. When you've got an 80 damage advantage on your opponent, you want to take every opportunity you can to make some space. Joker able to close it up though. The card isn't going to connect, but we're back on the edge, and Stripe is going to use the chainsaw to stay alive this time.
I really feel like Steel is just playing a little scared. I'm not sure what it is, but not punishing the bad rolls, not punishing just big hitboxes, swinging the opposite way instead of opting to also dodge. But he's able to... Oh! I thought he was going to land it. But he does whiff against the spike and is unable to secure the stock, and unfortunately loses his own instead.
Sometimes you just get unlucky with that kind of thing. Unfortunately, that was an instance, but it does look like if he can land a semi-decent hit, he'll be able to get the second stop back. The chainsaw is going to connect. Any damage Stripe is able to do now is basically just insurance. Joker able to get the elimination at 27 heat. That's not a bad position to be in. Steel is very much still in the game. He needs to get this third stock out if he wants to stay in. Able to do a very nice juggle combination there. The balloon not quite landing how he wanted it seems, but using the cards now to maintain distance. Stripe again using that explosive to his advantage, making space, that bigger hitbox. Very good execution. This could go either way. The heat is basically even. Joker now playing very safe, trying to avoid those explosives. The buzzsaw didn't really get much off. The card isn't going to connect either. This could honestly go either way. Oh my goodness.
They're basically even. It is actually insane how much of a brawl it is. And as soon as I open my mouth, second game goes to BigJhonson.